Hey guys, what's up? I'll just gonna check something here quickly. How is this shit working? Perfect. Perfect. So I think I'll just quickly do something. I think everything is visible, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So I mean, since the last video was really, I mean, choppy, really shitty. I think I figured it out because I tried. I think it's something with my Wi-Fi, I guess, because I don't know. Every time I'm working from home, I mean, like recording video in a certain room, probably my Wi-Fi is just, I don't know, not strong enough, and like basic things getting slower. As soon as I like start to record and stuff like that, and I noticed even like things like the chart, I mean going through the chart and stuff like that is just not working as it should work anyways. So in yes not yesterday, sorry, in the previous video I wanted to cover, that's how I started the video actually. I wanted to cover both of my trades that I did on the 1st of September that I recorded in the previous video, and actually I wanted to record also the trade that I did on the 2nd of September as well. But it was really shit. Recording was really bad, and I was like, just I'm just gonna fix the quality, fix the the. I mean, I tried to fix it though, but anyways, it seems much better. So I decided to just wait and not waste my time and your time to watch super laggy shit. So yeah, here's 2nd of September. I made roughly around, I think it was 3,000. So I started the month with 100K account. What the hell? Um, with 100K account, I'm up 6,739,000, and it's Thursday. Yesterday, on Wednesday, on the 3rd of September, I did not trade because I didn't find any quality setups that I was thinking about to enter. Because yeah, I don't know, it was just not that I was expecting to see, so I decided to just skip it. Anyway, I was a bit busy and I was a bit defocused, so I think it's better. But today I made a trade. I'm gonna make a recap video from that also. But I just wanted to cover the trade that I made or that I entered on the 2nd of September, which is Tuesday. And there we go. For the sake of the video, I mean, last time it was kind of it looks much better. So it's the 5 minute time frame. I'm not gonna switch to higher time frame because, to be honest, Monday's trade, the 1st of September, was much more like in depth, much more like in terms of price was mitigating a higher time frame for value gap, and that's where I initially saw the opportunity to go long, to take London highs. And it was like much, I mean, it was Monday. A lot of movements happened during London session as well, so it was much more in like, I don't know. That's why I made it for like such a long video, because I covered so many stuff. But here actually it's like basically the continuation. I mean, I'm not gonna go all the way there. We had this choppy shitty thingy, but we mitigated the here that high points, and we were just kind of moving sideways, and then we dropped down a little bit. And actually, during, I think it was London session on Tuesday. During London session, I started to, I mean, not super early in the morning, but like in Europe time, because as I told you, I'm located in Europe. But anyway, I'm trading only the New York session. during the day before, because New York Open, which is 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, it's 3:30 p.m. here in Europe, where I'm trading from. So I usually do my, I check what's my bias. I'll check these key points and the point of interest, and key areas such as, imbalances or certain levels that I think price gonna go up or down to after New York Open and stuff like that. So I usually do these pre-market check or pre-market, like I do all these markups and stuff like that during the day. So yeah, I'm not trading because because so many people ask me actually why I'm not trading London session if I'm located in Europe, because I like to see Asian session and London session give a clear view what's happening. And these indices and futures and stuff like that usually moves, I mean, not usually, always moves better, or in terms of movement, in terms of volatility. I mean, I'm not saying that in London session and Asian session nothing happens, because yeah, a lot of stuff happening there also. But I just kind of like the volatility and the this direct movement of price, because as soon as market opens, I would say 80% of the time, or maybe even more, that's just my um, that's just my point of view. Yeah, exactly. So that's how I think, that's how I see the market. For me, London and Asia is just not giving me the that price action that I was looking for, or that I'm looking for usually. That's why I'm trading only New York, because Asia and London session during the day gives me like the clear direction, the clear interest of the price, where we really want to go, which areas we really want to grab. And yeah, that's why I think for me it's just more clear, and that's it. To be honest, I tried, because it's like when you wake up, quickly do the chart review, I mean, not chart review, sorry, but you do your markups for yourself. uh, but it's, for me, it's too early to, I mean, sometimes I did trade during the London session, but I was like actively watching the chart, and I saw a good opportunity. But it just became such a big habit for me to do all the analysis during the day, and I sit down and start to watch price action of, around like 8:39 Eastern Standard Time. So I usually watch what's happening during pre-market open at 8:30. I mean, I never trade during pre-market, but I actively like watching what's happening. Especially like comparing S&P and Nasdaq. What's the price? What's the movement? What's the what's going to be the purpose? What's going to be the direction when we reach 9:30? I mean, obviously you cannot really predict because you watch pre-market. So it's not like, okay, I'm watching pre-market to predict where price is going to go. It's just for me to like prepare my eyes, and just really see the real movement, and where maybe price is going to like mm, manipulate. Because if you see like a clear direction here, I mean, not here, it's not a good example, I'm just moving my mouse around. But if you see something that, oh, price is definitely going to go to that area, and before market open, market starts to, or price starts to manipulate somewhere else, I mean, definitely it's a clear sign for me to, the other thing is going to happen. I'm not sure if you get the point of mine saying these things, but that's how I trade. That's my view, and all these things. But anyway, let's get to the point. So I'm not gonna switch to the 4 hour time frame, because there is really there is really no point. I mean, I switched to the 5 minute time frame though. Oh my lord. Okay, here we go. So here I switched to the 15-minute time frame to just have a more, oh my god, to have a more clear vision here. So oh my god, this is 1st of September. I deleted the in the previous video. Yeah, that's where my trade happened, around like here. And I was aiming for London session highs. Um Eventually, you know I wanted to see price to go up to this double bottom, sorry, double top liquidity. I think it was like Asian session highs. But yeah, price became so fucking choppy. And yeah, only during, like, this is what, Asian session, and like before London session on Tuesday, we had this big ass movement to the downside. And I was watching the chart because I was curious. And I mean, not watching the chart, but I was preparing myself to do my markups and stuff. So I saw these dump movements. So I was pretty biased that we're gonna go up during New York Open. And actually, maybe I did trade a little bit early. I think I did my trade at around like almost immediately after market open, but I'm gonna break it down to you in a sec. But here you can even notice, even we are on the 15-minute time frame, but here is a really good setup. Even though there is no sweep happened here, it's just a low point. But maybe I just put it a little bit here, and I delete. This is I usually mark out pre-market open at 8:30 and the market itself at 9:30, to for me to just, whenever I like moving around the charts, it's just easier to me to like, okay, see this line, and I exactly know where I am or where I should see things. Or yeah, yeah. So it's just my own, whatever. But I delete this. So this was, I think I maybe a year, yeah. So yeah, so that was like last week, like, I think it was like Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, whatever. So this was basically last week movement. And we were inside this 4 hour for value gap that I showed you on my Monday's trade, actually. So I marked out this as like sell side liquidity here, this one here, and this one here, because I was expecting price to actually go down to that level, but it did not happen. I mean, it was really not necessary to, and I mean, in my opinion, I was expecting this to be swept as a whole, but anyway, this has been swept. I don't know if you can see it, because that's all my freaking drawings there. But yeah, that's the low point. I don't know why I'm watching it so closely. Big. I'm not seeing the camera of mine, so I'm not. I'm not fucking sure that what you see, but I don't want to look like this close. So anyway, I think you're able to see it here. That this week swept out all this thingy here, and basically that swing low, old swing low, got swept out. So I just quickly move back to the 5 minute time frame, just here. There we go. I mean, I obviously did not trade on the 5 minute time frame, but for the sake of structure is more clear than on the. So yeah, I was looking at these down movement, and I previously actually marked out these as a key area for myself, these swing lows. And I was like, okay, if we're gonna reverse, actually, I marked that this, I think it was like a 15 or 30 minute for value gap. I forget to put because I usually highlight it as like, what am I looking at? Because obviously, like 1 minute or 2 minute fair value gap, it's not that important in terms of price action, uh, as a 30 minute or 1 hour, because it's more likely to be filled because it's obviously on the bigger time frame. So I'm not gonna bother to like mark out a 1 minute time frame for value gap, because it's just mine. You can say otherwise, or you can trade however you want. I'm just telling you how I look at the chart. So I think I'm not gonna, because I don't remember correctly which one. I think it's either 15, 30, or 1 hour. I usually mark a 4 hour. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, yes, I mean Monday's trade was on the 4 hour for Valiga, but I could have marked out as 1 hour as well, because it's just basically whatever. I think you get my point. So yeah, after market opened, I mean pre-market was like pretty. Pre-market was basically sweeping out London session lows, and I think Asian session was already swept out by London. I don't really remember because it's Thursday. I'm so fucking super dumb because I should have done this trade recap, but I have these technical issues, so I decided to okay, let's just wait and fix it. 30 minutes left. Um, because it's just way better to show you perfectly. I'm not like choppiness and shitty, whatever. It's just more clear. If you're not waiting for me to actually change the time frame for like 5 minutes because it's so freaking slow. And I thought it's trade locker, but I think it was just my internet connection or stuff like that. I'm not so sure. I actually swapped to my other computer as well because I tried two of my MacBooks and it was not working. And I thought it's a shittier Windows PC that I have also. I'm not PC as a laptop also, but I thought it's like I was like, okay, it didn't work on my two MacBooks. It's not gonna work on this laptop either, and it's working. So it's such a Murphy, anyways. So yeah, I highlighted this area because I usually mark out key points. This was like a 15-minute time frame, or even like maybe a 2 minute time frame. Anyway, I wanted to switch to the lower time frame. Anyway, let's just start on the 1 minute anyway, because I did the trade on the 1 minute chart, so it makes sense to just switch straight away. There we go. Much faster. I think it was also the computer, which is really weird because the two of the MacBooks that I have, it's way faster than this Microsoft Surface. I'm not so sure about this one, but anyway. So yeah, once again, so I marked that this for Valley Gap as a point of interest. I was kind of expecting after this London dump that we are going to go back to this area, even for like just a mitigation, because it was such a big movement to the downside during London session. So I expected price to get some kind of a correction. So I marked out that one. Obviously, I was not trading into that point. I could have, if you see that, I could have really easily in like what market opened and literally uh 30 minutes, it would have been like what, 6 hours. So oh wait, I fucked it up. Oh, was it like this? Okay, cool. Anyway, so yeah, I marked out this high point as the first uh key area to be reached. And I think because London highs and all this shit was so way freaking far away. I usually aim around 2 3 hours if I don't have like a clear point to be reached. I mean, London highs, Asian highs, or lows. If I don't have it nearby, I usually aim like a significant high point. I'm not saying that I marked it out on the 1 minute time frame because I honestly don't remember which time frame that I marked this out. Maybe 2 minute or maybe like a higher time frame. I'm not so sure, but this was like a key area. That's why it was like highlighted like this. And I also put, I'll just quickly explain, and I put the chart thingy on the chart. So yeah, market opened. We immediately went down to sweep out this 4 hour swing low, which is really, for me, it's a clear area to be swept, or like a, how to say, important area, or like a really important point of interest. Let's put it that way. That was my change in the state. This was my change in the state. Uh, After the sweep has happened, right after the sweep has happened, the other swing low was like somewhere here. I expected to be swept to be swept that one also, but it did not happen. I was fine with it because after the sweep, this huge movement just started to. I mean, it's just started. I had this big ass fair value gap, nice volumish candle. We broke to the upside, and I was thinking about to wait to reach the change of the state, but I had two fair value gaps. If you notice, this one and even this one here, it's not marked out because I didn't use it, but I saw it in my eyes. That was the first, the most important part, which I was looking for to get inversed. This fair value gap was the most important thing that I was looking for to be inversed, or to get inversed. But here, in the meantime, this candle closed, which initiated the first fair value gap inversion. Also inversed this fair value gap. So for me, that was a clear, or it was enough. Um, it gave me enough confidence to enter the trade for a long trade. So I entered on the top of this candle, but I'm gonna trades on the chart. Alrighty. So yeah, I entered on the top of this candle and I exited here. I think it's showing here. Wait. 23141, 23141. I exited on this line, basically. I could have held it longer, I mean, for this mitigation, but after this big ass movement to the downside, I was not sure that is gonna happen right away. Because if you notice, price went up, just dipped inside its wick, and started to move to the downside like straight away. So I was not confident to hold it that long, and usually I'm not aiming for like 6 RR trades. I mean, when I do more contracts, uh, but on this account, I did not scale to that point yet, or I didn't want to scale that point yet with this account to use multiple contracts. So I use one contract, and obviously, if I would have like two contracts, free contracts, I would have taken off one here and put it to break even and just let it float, because I was sure that this fair value gap gonna get mitigated. Even if we go to the downside, it's gonna get mitigated for sure. And that happened. I had no balls to hold it for such a long time, because I it happened so freaking, like, it happened so fucking. I mean, it was not that. This happened at 35, and I TP'd out at 49 ish, approximately. So like roughly 15 minutes, uh, and that was enough for me. I think I made around like 3K, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, or I think even less. But it was like a free RR trade, so I didn't risk. I risked like 1,000K, yeah, and not even that much, because I made almost like 3K. I remember that. I'm up 6,739 for the month. Today, today it's Thursday, so I'm recording this video on a Thursday. I did trade today. I'm gonna make a recap video on that one also. I did not trade yesterday, So I just wanted to quickly cover this one. I hope it's you see some value on this one. I think it's really, really, really beautiful trade. Just quickly check this one. I think it's really, really beautiful trade because textbook market opened, we swept out a really key area. I mean, not key area, but it was an important swing low to be swept out since we were really bearish. Market opened, sweep happened, inversion of two fair value gaps, changing the state, clear clear area to be reached, also super clear area to be reached, entered textbook, exited textbook, piece of the pie. You don't need to have like, I mean, you are. It's really nice to have like more. I could have hold it here and I could have made like 6K on the day, but honestly, I did not really care about that because I was fine with this one. Because yes, I mean the Monday trade was exactly the same. Like I was holding, and I eventually exited the trade, and price just TP'd out after 30 minutes. So today I set, I mean not today, sorry, but on Tuesday I set a clear close, low hanging TP point. High point was here. I was targeting that one. I think that's super fucking enough. More than enough. It's Thursday. I'm up 6K on this account. What else? And it's Thursday. I made around more than two and a half thousand. I'm so sorry. I mean, yeah, because today on Thursday I'm gonna cover because I made a loss. I made a loss, and then I recovered with two trades, but two trades at the same time. So it was like a pyramid kind of thing. So I entered the trade, price was moving up a little bit. I entered again for short to add up to my existing position, but I'm gonna cover it in a separate video. Hope you guys found it valuable, or hope you found some value on this video. Let me know in the comment section